I'm see me up close and personal. I just get me email from NCB about not getting back my money. So stay tuned for that. So I'm going to sleep. So coming to you guys from It's Okay. No, I'm joking. So where do I start? So recently a lot of people have been getting in some issues with NCB. I was one of the victims, simply put. I'll try to make this as short as possible, but as y'all know, girl love to talk. So it's been a long process, and today I just got some news that I will not be getting back my money. I'm gonna put the actual message so you can see. So basically I clicked a link. I was victim to phishing. It happens to the best of us, and it's not that I have not been learning about phishing and all of that, especially, you know, all the companies are training their staff on what to do with emails from outside and unusual emails and clicking links and all the work. So pretty much phishing is persons who is scam at them, we know about sending emails, text messages with links in them, posing to be someone that they're not, and usually prompting you to take action for something, whether it's to win something and claim a prize, or submitting some information, whatever the case is. It's usually a nice little spicy deal. Those you pick up right away because you know you never sign up for nothing, so therefore you couldn't be doing nothing, etc., etc. But in this case, etc. In this case, I got an email that looked very legit. Looks like it was from NCB. I mean, I've been receiving emails from them often enough to know what it looks like, and I mean, the graphics, whoever you are, the graphics. Anywho, one of the main things I'm going to tell you from before I even get into the details of what happened is, when you get these emails, when you get any email, make it a practice to click the name. So if it says NCB Jamaica, click the NCB Jamaica to see what email what email address it's coming from, because most of the times everything else looks legit, and when you check the email, it's some weird email. Sometimes it's very close to the actual email from from the company, or it might seem like it could be legit, but there's usually something off about it, whether they use a full stop or a $ or something in there. This email was I checked it after the fact, very much a phishing email, very much a phishing email address as well. I'll see if I can find that information to put it here as well. I don't know if it's the same one that's going to come to everyone, meaning from the same email address, but this is the one that I know of. And so they caught me at a very vulnerable time. That's one of the things. I was going through a lot in December, super tired, work, hosting events, everything was going on during that time, and so my mind was just like going. I had a lot to sort out on the road. It took a week. I went to NCB, I got my new token sorted out. So it was to my surprise, I got home one evening after work. It was late in the evening, call it night, I think it was about night, and I got the email to say that, you know, my token is about to expire and I needed to renew it or call the number back of your card. You know, that part kind of softened me up too, because calling the number back of your card is really what you're supposed to do. And so because I saw that, my brain thought, okay, this is an okay email. It didn't really register anything else fishy about the email. Fishy, see what I did there? Anyways, yeah, so I didn't click a direct link because I know better than to click links, but I wasn't thinking at the time that, oh, a button that takes you to an external page is a link. The button is a link, right? But I was just frustrated because I'm like, I spent a day at NCB to search out some things. I just went in last week. I got my physical token. What do you mean it's about to expire? So flustered me, tired me, annoyed me, just went straight to clicking the button. And it took me to a page also looking very legit, to say I should enter the new token, and that was one of the other things. Never enter your personal information. Sometimes it's hard to tell what you can and cannot enter because there's some forms and so that you would normally fill out to put in information. It didn't occur to me at the time that your token is one of the things that only you are supposed to know, not even the bank's supposed to know about it. So I inserted the token at the time, click submit, success message come up, also looking very legit, might I add. And I was just annoyed. I was still annoyed, and I've submitted and everything was okay, and I was like, ugh. Oh, sorry, I ran ahead of myself. So before I did all the button clicking, what I did was they had a date, the 31st, the 28th. That's all. I don't remember. But they had a date in the email to say it would expire then. And so what I did was I ran for my token to look at the date. And I think it was the 28th that it happened to me. And I remember clearly because all I was thinking to myself is today's the 28th. I look at the back of the token and it says the 28th. Poor me. Poor me. Guess what, guys? The 28th was 2028. Not the 28th of December. So, just because everything was happening so quickly and I was flustered and wasn't thinking straight, I saw the 28th, went, oh crap, it really expired. Wrong, click the button. So that's how I got caught. And so the next morning I woke up, and it's a good thing I checked my NCB often enough. I mean, it's a good thing and a bad thing, because here's what I'm going to say. People say, well, boy, it's a good thing them check them account often, and you should check your account often to know when something is wrong. But when you realize something wrong, it's already gone wrong. And in my case, I checked it hours after, which would have been the next morning. It already gone wrong. I'm still not getting my money. So even that isn't like a safekeeper. You'll notice it sooner rather than later, and maybe then take some money, you can save the rest of it. But for me, it's not so much of a safekeeping. So the next morning I woke up to another email to say, you know, your loan has been approved. And I'm thinking to myself, I didn't apply for a loan. This must be a phishing email. Jokes on me. And I'm laughing about this now because there's nothing more I can do. It's out of my control. They've made the decision and I'm just doing what I can. I've been traumatized, but I'm doing what I can. So I look at the email and I'm like, okay, this is weird. Let me go on over to my account and see what's going on over there. Open the app, scroll down, bam, loan. I think it was for $80-something. That would be like the interest and everything. So I'm like, you never apply for this. Scrolls back up, balance, $60-something. So I said, I know I have money in this account. Let me scroll back down, scroll back up and see if there's a glitch with this, because what is this? So going to my account now, open it up and I see this transaction going on. The same night, which is the night before, money is taken out. Money reimbursed or sent to my account. Not sure what that was for at the time. Then money is taken out again. So I said, this look weird. This wasn't me. So instead of calling NCB and sitting down with customer service on the line I just went straight to the bank. That morning I was getting ready, I saw what was going on, and I just said, you know what? Straight to the bank. Went through customer service, spent almost the entire day. Went to somebody and explained to them what happened. So this customer service rep, she claimed to have, it never really happened, but she said that she reset my password. So I would still have the same account number and everything, but reset password, email, she had to change my card. She claimed that she already checked the token. She just asked, she checked to see if it was re-registered under somebody else's name or whatever. And she said that, well, nobody has tried to re-register your token, so it should be fine. Anywho, so card sorted out, and she said to me that I would get an email with a temporary password to log in, and then I should go in and change the password and I should be good to go. But she's going to send information over to fraud to see how soon we can get back the monies. All the false things you could have told me, but you tell me from day one, so I never did get back my money. Yes, you may talk to. And for the rest of you who have been like just feel safe in the customers, telling them crap, telling them what they want to hear, so that they know what to telling them what they want to hear so that them don't take it on in that moment to keep the peace or whatever. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just come right out, be honest, and tell people that no, I'm only right and there's some gamble and deal with it and recover, instead of wasting weeks of their time, probably months, for those who have been sitting and waiting. I feel you. So fast forward a little bit, so I come out of the bank, thinks everything alright, and she said to me that I will get the email like by the end of the day. No email. Tomorrow come, no email. So I said, this not feel right. Let me call and find out. Person who I called, like, it was during New Year's time now, so I waited until after the holiday. I gave everybody the benefit of the doubt, and I waited until after the holiday. So this is 1 week later exactly. It was a Friday, and this is not a Friday after, the Thursday after, and I called to find out what was going on. Them came around the world. Every customer that I talked to in different departments took me around the world. I talked to loans. I talked to someone who was trying to get to fraud. I talked to the person who was explaining me getting back into my bank account. Nothing was done. The new username that I was supposed to be putting in, not showing on the system, it's showing the old one. So therefore, when I get the email for putting my password for nothing was done. So she said to me, listen, it's better you go back in branch and speak to the customer service rep that you spoke to, so she can clarify. So frustration on top of frustration. This is 1 week later, and my money gone. And this is after my birthday, when I would have received gifted funds from persons to allow me to enjoy my time. Plus my pay. Let's not talk about the fact that my entire pay was still there. Because me, being a good person, saying, no, I'm not going to spend the money this January, I'm going to save the money so that when January 200 and something come, I have money in my account. I should have dropped my money. But anywho, so Friday come and I decided to going straight back to the bank because I don't have time for this. Went to the bank, spoke to the supervisor, and she allowed me to go ahead to the customer service rep. Didn't get through to the one that I was going to, but ironically enough, she was sitting right beside the one. So I went to her and I tried my best to remain calm and godly because I know it wasn't that person's fault specifically. So I explained to her that, you know, your colleague next to you, get a rundown. Only for still would take out the paper, put on a folder, and hand it to my new customer service rep. She never make eye contact with me. We know why. So this new customer service rep, she did the do's, the actual do's, changing everything. She actually took my token, and no lie, she actually went through the process and asked me to log back in, ensure that I was able to log in and all of that. And she gave me a case number. So guys, when you go to report the things them, although personally, if you end up in a situation like this, I would advise just to close the account and move on with your life, because it really just seems like a waste of time. But if you have faith and you want to try your luck, get a case number. I didn't know anything about this before. She asked me if I reported it to the police, and I'm like, whoa. You hear that and you're just like, huh? I didn't know this was a thing. So fast forward, I'm kind of exhausted about talking about this, to be honest. I am drained. But that customer service rep was a little better. She at least did the process and allowed me to log in and do all the things to ensure that it was actually working before I left. And I got the case number. That's what's important. So I left that day and I got a call probably another week or some days after from the fraud department to say, you know, they received the information, have I made a report to the police? I'm like, they never tell me for the dots. So they said yes, in order for them to process the case, I need to go to the police station. So I went to the station, and that was just a long, tedious day. I cried non-stop. I might have stopped for like 5 seconds in between each, but the tears flowed and they flowed and they flowed. And that day, I was about to become a mad woman. But the grace of God, I went to the station. I got the bank statement printed, went to the station. Man at the station just dropped the bomb. Oh, you're not getting back your money. So I'm like, sir? Yes, once you click the link, you can get back your money. We've had some cases like this before. Guys, my heart sunk through the floor. So he said to me that I needed an original statement from the bank anyways. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I went on the road, got some stuff done because I had things to do. Went to the bank, and the security guard was concerned because my face was saying, this is a bad man and she's about to just either shatter into pieces or burn this place down. So, love my case, I waited in line, love my case, and I'm telling you, the chairs didn't last stop. I tried so hard because I was in public at this point, but the tears just kept coming. You know, things that somebody did for me. So, went straight inside. Another security stopped me and said, you just logged in? So I'm like, yes, but they said I should go straight to the supervisor. And he looked at my face and said, them thief your money though. What him know? He knows. Everybody knows. So I went straight to the front desk. Supervisor was occupied and she didn't even blink at me once to say 1 second or give me a minute. And I'm standing there trying to hold it together in front of everybody, ball up my daylight. And an angel was there and she said to me, you need assistance, you're waiting on so and so. And I said, yes. Explained to her that all I need is a bank statement to take back to the police station because I've been going through this. She did. Got into the system, got my stuff, stamped it. And I said to her, tell me something. Do you think I'm getting up my money? And she asked me the situation. I explained it to her and she said, boy, more than likely no, but you can remain hopeful or keep hope. And I remember hope was my word for this year. So I said, alright, cool. She said, one quick thing. But my thing is this. There was no policy communicated to the public. There's nothing for us to say, this is now in effect, and if this happens, you will not be getting back your money. You didn't give me the option of deciding, will I leave my money here knowing the risk? Because he's not a risk taker. Most people like with their money. Some know this could have probably when you're not court, but who have the lawyer money one? Because by the time I don't spend on lawyer, who's going to win against the government? And it would have to be all of them, say ALL capital, every grain of sand away would have to come together for this to even budge. So I did what I could. I took my statement. I dropped off my friend that was driving me around for the day. And I went back to the station to deal with this alone now. So there was a parking downtown unheard of where that area was. I was able to park. I went back inside, waited for about an hour for that same person who dealt with me. He never came. Whatever he was doing was more important. And everybody who walked past me saw the distress that I was in. As I said, I never stopped by saying, you know, girl face, red puffy, eye water, everything. It was not everything. There was no empathy. The bank, the police station, no empathy. And I think that's what frustrated me the most. It was that I'm going through this and it felt like I was being like I mean, did I get locked up? I mean, commit the crime. Me a fool. Everything, all of that just came to me from my interactions with persons. So, eventually a lady came to me and she said, yeah, wait, pan, whoever come. This is somebody who passed me like 5 different times, chatting with her co-workers and everything. But, not complaining, she came to me. I gave her my statement, she typed it up. Personally, would I prefer to type it myself because after going through every single fine detail from inception till now, that was just utterly traumatizing. I had to read it over again and make my changes because it's my statement apparently. So that's why I'm never going to type myself. Anyway, signed to it and all of that, and the person said to me that NCB would be the one to reach out to me. I was holding it together as much as I could. Not doing a very good job because I still did a ball on my daylight. And as soon as I stepped through the door, I didn't even make it downstairs. The dam broke. Flood. Ball. I know I'm never jump off the balcony. Anywho, come out to the station and making it back to my car. Guys, I'm not kidding. I'm telling you, I never look left nor right nor left again. I just step across the road. And I don't think I was thinking suicide or anything like that at the time. I just think that I was out of it. I couldn't even say through my head properly the way them spell up. I was out of it. Made it to my car, closed the door, And how I know it was showing on my face, people are normally like calling to me or whatever when I'm on the road. Everybody was looking at me. Nobody was saying anything. I'm reaching at the car. I'm gonna lock the door. I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna bawl. I'm gonna take a deep breath. I'm gonna say, God, there's nothing else I can do. I get to you. Just deal with it. I'm gonna drive off. And of course, I'm still gonna go back because there's this whole heap of trauma and pain and everything built up inside of me. I get home. I try to take a nap because by then my head I pound. All I could do was cry with my eyes closed. There was no sleep. There was no rest. And I spoke to one of my friends that same night telling her the story, and you know, she kind of just reiterated the fact that, you know, it's out of your control now. But yeah, I mean, she was livid too. Who wouldn't be? But I think what saved me was Holy Spirit. Thank you, because I heard the words, the love of money, when I was on my way home. Like, me ready for drive off of the road and everything, guys, and the love of money screamed in my head. And I say, "Are we attacked?" So I could have never been attacked because I don't love money like that. I don't value money over my friends, my loved ones, over my life. But I guess in that moment it seemed that way because I was allowing this to almost drive me to insanity. So I had to pause and just say, this is not me. Whether I get this back or not, but I'm hoping I do. God will provide, and I just hadn't stuck with God will provide, He will provide. And He did, because pay week next week and I'm okay for the most part. It's just that it was a very frustrating experience, and I don't do well under stress, as you can see. I had to go through too much. 5 visits at NCB for the last week of December into the first week of January. That's a bit too much. Had to go to other banks now to start up my other things. Had to go to the police station, and everywhere I went there was just this lack of empathy, and I think that's what pulled the energy from me. That's what made me feel like I was going insane, because I'm like, y'all see what's going on here? Do you not care? But the grace of God, because I would have been a mad one or a dead one right now. And it still hurts, as you can see. And I don't want to relive this again, which is why I'm doing a video. I feel like this is me parting ways, although I still need to go back up at NCB for lock me account, because there's no way I'm keeping that. I'd already transferred money from investments somewhere else, so praying that it stays covered wherever it goes. But I just have to call it a loss. Their reason, invalid. And for the people who lost a lot more than me, the million, the 2 and the 7 and the, oh God, man, if you're watching this and you're a scammer, oh God, man, I don't know, but a life. And I got my lessons out of it. I don't know exactly that's what God was trying to teach me. I'm praying it is, because I now have an next experience, because I'm still a teach me the lesson. But the love of money came up a lot. And God will provide was my turnaround. So grateful, not gonna lie, grateful, frustrated, and still ridiculously upset with the system, but grateful. But if any of you guys have been going through this, or if you can actually empathize with the situations that have been happening, comment below. What would you do with your money? Because you move it to other banks, but then the level of paranoia that comes with losing your money is not normal. And I am still timid. I'm still scared of putting it anywhere, but I can't put it under the mattress. Maybe somebody older who doesn't do online banking at all could, you know, get your fireproof safe or document holder and put your money with your documents and so, I guess. But outside of that, what do we do as young people who have to do online transactions? So comment below if you have suggestions. Comment below what you plan to do with your money. Comment below if you've had an experience like this, because I mean, I don't know if it will get you anywhere, but I think talking about it kind of just releases some of the pain behind it. I just wish there was something that we could do, because going up against the government, as I'm saying, who are we, right? In the system, this messed up system. But thank you guys for listening if you got to this point of the video. Thank you for empathizing for those who have. Thank you for those who checked in while I'm going through all of this. Thanks for those who prayed, because holding on by a thread, but holding on nonetheless. And I feel like your prayers have definitely helped me get through some of this. And God will listen. He's listening. So yeah, that's it for now. Until next time. Hopefully on a better note. Bye.